Joseph Fogel, MGM's president at that time, was kind of an old-school mogul, very conventional taste. He visited the studio in the spring of '62 to screen the films that were almost ready for release. And Ride the High Country, unfortunately, was his third screening that day. And he had not been especially happy with the first two films he'd seen. So Fogel was not in the best mood. And Peckinpah, who would get terribly nervous for screenings like this, was huddled several rows behind Fogel with the film's producer, Richard Lyons, in this little theater. And so Peckinpah is just hanging on every twitch from this MGM president, trying to gauge his response to this film that he'd just broken his back on, a film that was really kind of a make-or-break proposition, professionally speaking, for Peckinpah. So all of a sudden, he hears this sound. It's like a reverberating motor in the theater. And he jabs Lyons in the ribs, and he says, "What the hell is that?" And Lyons gives him a look and says, "That is snoring." And sure enough, Vogel had conked out. They should have left him that way, because unfortunately, he regained consciousness just in time for The Wedding in the Whorehouse. So he was apoplectic, worst film ever, what are you trying to do to me? And he even started threatening not to release it at all. So Peckinpah, who, as I said, had been around Hollywood long enough by this time to have actually prepared for this conversation, which he was smart enough to foresee, he just said very calmly, "You know what? That's fine. If you don't want to release it, I'd be happy to go and find financing and buy the picture from you, and you don't have to release it. I'll do it myself." And so Fogel backed off.